Finance and business acumen has all these different terms in it that sometimes people will use interchangeably. Sometimes one term can mean more than one thing, and a lot of times people will honestly use terms incorrectly, but they use them well enough that people generally get the idea and know what you're talking about. And one of those terms that can sometimes be used incorrectly or has a lot of different names are revenue and income. So what is the difference between income and revenue, and how are they used? So revenue, technically speaking, is your sales, is the money that is brought in through selling your product or services. That's revenue. Sometimes you'll hear the phrase net revenue. So net revenue would be all of the sales that you issue and all the money that's brought in through sales. But then if there are things like discounts or adjustments or other things that go into that lower that revenue, that revenue by a certain amount based on discounts or something like that, you might see it termed net revenue. So if you sell $100 worth of a product, but there's like a standard 5% discount on that, you would see revenue of $100, net revenue of $95. But revenue is still speaking to the money coming in to the organization. Now, you might think income, on my personal basis, my income is what comes in for me. I don't think about the money I make in terms of revenue. I think about the money I make in terms of income. So why doesn't the business think about it the same way? Well, for a business or an organization, when we're thinking about income, we're thinking about what's left after we've taken out expenses. So the revenue is our top line. Revenue is what comes in. Income is what's left over after we've taken out expenses. And there's a few different levels that we would think about in terms of income. Income is also synonymous with profit. It's also synonymous with earnings. So if you're saying income, profit, earnings, they're all saying the same thing. So at the end of the day, after all expenses are taken out, including taxes, including your interest expense, everything it costs to run your business, everything it costs to make and sell and market your products, at the very end of the day, we have what's called net income, or net earnings, or net profit. And net is also called our bottom line. So if revenue is the top line, net income is the bottom line after everything has been taken out. So that's the primary difference between revenue and income.